So yesterday, Brett Kavanaugh was testifying before the Senate Judiciary Committee on the sexual assault allegations. Now, they decided to go back to his yearbook, um, Kavanaugh's yearbook, and ask some questions on what he might have meant by some certain phrases. Let's just keep it at that, right? Now, Sheldon Whitehouse had asked about what certain terms meant. These terms would be Devil's Triangle and boof. So, what is that? Okay, well, let's go to the Devil's Triangle, right? So now, first, he asked him about that. Okay, what does that mean? Oh, no, it's just an innocent drinking game. Really? Okay. Now, is it an innocent drinking game? Well, not so much. Now, Kavanaugh claims that this involved 3 glasses in a triangle, and it's sort of like a game like quarters, right? Oh, hey, it's quarters. So, you know, you've got these 3 glasses, they're set up in a triangle, and you flip your quarter in, and then if it lands in it, you got to drink it, right? So it's just an innocent drinking game among, you know, high schoolers and college kids. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, what does it actually mean? Well, according to the Urban Dictionary, Devil's Triangle equals 2 men and 1 woman involved in a sexual act where you're not supposed to look the other man in the eyes. Now, for using that definition, with the context of what the allegations against Judge Kavanaugh, well, that's very interesting. You come up with something very, very interesting. Now, there's another term, boof, right? Now, boof is apparently, well, you guys familiar with some of the stories that we did with college kids soaking tampons in alcohol and then putting them up you know where? That's kind of the definition of a boof. So now, after his testimony, Twitter does what it does best, and they decided to roast Kavanaugh over his definitions. Now, John Trumbull asks, is it perjury if you lie about the meanings of boof and Devil's Triangle under oath? Asking for a Supreme Court nominee. Let's see. There's more. RW tweets, a Devil's Triangle is a threesome between 2 men and 1 woman. Boof is taking in alcohol through the rectum to get really high, or really drunk. Please look up both in Urban Dictionary. So there's your definitions right there. Zat Picanist says, this was such a stupid lie. Everybody in America is Googling Devil's Triangle and seeing it's not a drinking game. Jonathan Allen tweets, C-SPAN caller, Devil's Triangle is not a drinking game. It's an encounter with 2 men and a woman. Steve Scully keeps straight face. It's amazing that you have people calling into C-SPAN to explain what this actually is. Brad Friedman, friend of the show, by the way, tweets in, no, boof is not flatulence. Does he have a better definition for the word perjury? Brandon Wall says, all I needed was to do, the C-SPAN caller again, all I needed to do was do a Google search and type in Devil's Triangle, and it definitely is not a drinking game. And Debbie Turner says, Kavanaugh has lied about what the terms boof and Devil's Triangle mean to the Supreme Court. So why would we believe anything else he said? So, look, this is the reason I bring this up. It's fun, right? But also, it kind of shows you who this guy is. Now, what do I mean by that? Basically, if he lies about these things in order to cover up his party guy past. Now, look, I don't care if you partied in the past, right? I've partied in the past. I'm sure a lot of you have had parties in the past. And probably some of you have done drinking games. Some of you, maybe not. Maybe not have done drinking games. Whatever. Okay. Look, if you're having fun, you're having fun, right? As long as you don't do sexual assault. And that's what we're talking about here, right? So the real crux of this, the real problem that we are having right now with these hearings is that Kavanaugh keeps lying about these things. Why? In order to cover up his party boy past, which again is fine if you're a party boy. And also to try to paint the picture that I'm too good of a person to have ever done sexual assault. But that is totally, again, transparent lie. It didn't mean those, it didn't mean, oh no, it's a drinking game back in the 80s. We all know what that means. We all know what that means. It's almost like going back to the, to the Renata alumnist in his yearbook, right? That whole thing. It's like going back to that. Oh no, that just meant I respected her a lot as friends. Me and my 14 buddies, we just respected Renata so much that we called ourselves Renata alumnus and then didn't tell her about it. She found out about it. She was pissed. She's like, what? She withdrew her endorsement of Kavanaugh in his character after finding that out. We all know what that means. We all know what these terms actually mean. It's almost as if he is trying to gaslight the country. Oh no, that doesn't mean what you think it means. It's completely innocent. I'm completely innocent. I'm nothing but a choir boy. And I was just so good. I maybe have had a beer or two. I like beer. Nobody's buying it. This is nonsense. Nonsense, bullshit. Again, if he's going to lie about these things, what else? What else will Kavanaugh lie about? I leave that question to you, America. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.